welcome back to Medieval Dynasty. So this is episode 2. Where did we leave it off in episode 1? We were in Gustovia, and we had just finished chatting to Dobry Jaeger and sold off a load of stuff, which is good, which means we have a bit of money, and that means I am going to see if I can have a chat with the person who sells stuff, but I can't seem to see them. Where are they? There's Unigast. Because what I want to do is buy... oh, here. Lovely. I want to have a chat with Sobermere first. Buy some... only manure. Okay, let's have a chat with Edwin. And see what we can buy from Edwin. Because we want some stuff to build. Or not to build, to farm. This is what we want. Some seeds and fertilizer. I can see fertilizer here. So what's that? 7.5. Let's see. We've got a 5x5. So if we get 25. So we can do one, and what we could do with is say 5 flanks. I don't think you can do oat yet. Can you? Oh, grain, sorry, there we go. You can sow during spring. Onions. Yeah, onions during spring, so let's get 5 of those. Why you can't? Wheat, can you? Spring or autumn? So we can wait for wheat, that can be autumn. Cabbage is very good, so let's get 10 of those. So we've got 10, 20. So I've got 5 more. Carrots can be done in the winter. What about beetroot? Let's get 5 of beetroot. Just realised though, we need a bag. And now I've just spent all my money on seeds. And yet I need a bag. So what I may have to do is wait for these people to go to sleep for a little bit. And maybe nick one of the bags which are just lying around here. Obviously, I do not condone this. Do not do it. Do not do what I'd say or do. But, needs must. And it is the end of the second day. Which means I only have one day to actually get anything done. Do you think anyone can see me here? Let's get a quick save just in case. Don't think anyone can see. Oh. Oh, there we go. I need one thing I can sell to them if they're still awake. They do seem to be still here, which is good. Hi, Owen. Hello. Oh no. No. Okay, let's sell 4 of those. Get some money back, because we only need 2. Which actually means now,
Have a good day.
if I chat to Edwin, I can get myself a bag. Can I get a sickle as well? I can. Need a sickle. Okay, so now we can head back. Yeah, a long walk back. But we can pick up stuff on the way, which is good, because we could do with making a bit more cash. So get some sticks going. We can also build some more buildings actually, like the food storage and the well. Not sure where most of those sticks were coming from, but hey ho. Pop them down to the river. They do sometimes have like barrels and bags down by the river, but don't see any. Is there any the other side? They sometimes have like fishing spears and cloves there on this side as well, but it's not the case. So just having a look down this side of the road. Now what you do want to do is keep an eye on the sides of the roads, because like the I think it was 3 logs, wasn't there, that we found at the side of the road in the first episode. You can find all sorts of stuff like planks, overturned carts, logs and axes. So and also you can often find camps as well. Obviously camps with a fire going you want to stay away from, to be honest, unless you fancy dealing with bandits to begin with, which is not really fun at the start, because they will kill you outright most likely. They might have what's that there? Oh, it's just a rock. I thought it was something interesting. But these, here we go. So we have a barrel with some oat grain, which is useful, and some plum seedlings. Now the plums are quite, you know, I don't think there's any point at the moment having them, but it would provide a source of food, like an additional source of food to the village after a while, once the tree's actually grown. And oh, I didn't deliver to Unigost, so I've got to go back there anyway. Oh dear, oh dear. That was a bit stupid. Should have chatted to Unigost while I was there. Oh dear. Oh well, we need to go back anyway and sell stuff, I think, because at the moment I think I've got everything I need to do at least one of the farms, and then we can do the other part of the farm later. Obviously we don't want to just do parts of the farm for each one. Once we get our people doing them, our villagers, so that would just be awkward. Ideally it would be 1 5x5 per crop, but this is early stage, so we don't have that luxury. 1, we don't have people to do it for us, and 2, we don't have the money to buy the seeds or the fertilizer to have, you know, a 5x5 for each crop yet. We can just do the 1 or the 1 line of 5 for each. But yeah. Okay, so field flaxseed. Oh no, we need to fertilize it first. So here we go, fertilizer, and let's spread that. think we did make a hoe last episode. I think. I hope. Pretty sure I made a hoe last episode. Either way, we're going to need one because we need to till the fertilized ground so we can actually plant the seeds. So yeah, we've got to grub it up first, fertilize it, till it, and then put the seeds in, and then obviously harvest. So that's the process that we need to do for farming in here. We have a new level in farming, which is nice. So let's pop that in before we carry on. Ooh. Farming knowledge or more. Okay, which one was that? Let's put it in farming knowledge. You know, it'd be good to get that up. We can always put the next one into the other one, but I think maybe finish off farming knowledge first and then put it in, because at this stage we don't need a huge amount. Can't really do much with the flax at this stage either, because we don't have a sewing hut, and that's what we need. We've got wooden hoe already there. Let's put the sickle in this one there, and let's do the fields. So yeah, it's going from fertilized to ploughed, and you can see we now need a bag with a seed. Bit of nighttime farming. I wonder if they fixed it. No, see what I mean from last episode. If you don't let it finish, it just doesn't complete the action. So you need to let it finish. I'm not being patient. I just want to get this done. This is not the most riveting of tasks, shall I say, in the game, but better than just collecting berries all the time. Okay, so I cannot remember which one it was. So the 5 field, and then let's put down what we have. We could put oat grain, but we've only got 2 of those. Yeah, so let's put flax, and flats, and then cabbage. Cabbage is an absolute staple. You'll need cabbage is like the best one to have. You can make, I think it's potage. I think it's potage that you can make with cabbage and raw meat. But the key thing as well is that you can grow it spring to summer, and then summer to fall. So I had to think of the American version of it. Yeah, so it's an all year, it's almost all year crop, which is very useful. So I would definitely advise planting cabbage, and that's why I planted. I got 10 seeds of the cabbage, because it's an absolute staple to the diet that I plan to have. All this other stuff, onions, beetroots, all good. Just additional food that we can have for ourselves and for any villagers. So yeah, that is our farm, or 5x5 farm, all seeded up. Excuse me, this is my farm. You know, yeah, you better run. You better run. Yeah. It's not like I'm going to take on a moose anyway at this stage. Yeah, so let's light this up. Do we have any meat in here which we haven't cooked up? Nope. Okay, so we've cooked what we can. Let's put everything we don't need back. Let's keep the sticks on us. Let's put the shovel away. We don't need that for now. Oh, plum tree seedlings. Do we need to fertilize orchards? I don't know if we do. Let's have a quick look. Okay, so ooh. Hello, rabbit. We need to redo that one next, I think. Pardon me. We could just put an orchard plot here. Was it 3? 3 plum seeds. How big is 3? What am I doing? Farming. Nope. Farming. Orchard. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Let's make it look half decent. 3. Okay, so you definitely need to hoe it. 1, 2, 3. No, okay, so it's a bag, a seed. That's fine. So then orchard, plum tree seedling. There's plant. No, so they can actually start growing. Which will be that one plant. Nope. Which one's going to put that one there? So must be one which can go there. There we go. So there we go. We've got our own little orchard right in front of our house. And let's have a little driveway. Pretty much a driveway, should we say. Let's go from like there. There we go. So we have our little pathway. I'm just going to get some drink. My guy is hungry as well, so we are struggling a little bit for food at the moment. Oh, can't get in my own house. There we go. We could eat the scrambled eggs, that's good. 35. I only have 1 roasted meat. I think we're going to have to. We can roast up another meat, but it's not exactly a huge amount. Struggling a little bit with the food demands. Let's see, let's eat that, and then those 2. We do have a wooden bowl, which will come in handy for potage and the likes. We can eat morels and dried meat. I mean, guess we're gonna have to just get more. Yeah, even that didn't fill us up. What we could do is go into technology and hunting and get the bird trap. Because what that does is now mean that we can actually build a bird trap. Ooh, we have broadleaf plantains. Yeah. Okay, we want a couple of stones. think that's all we need. Go to decorations, traps, bird trap, and then we'll just put that next to the thing. And we can now build a resource storage building, which is absolutely lovely. So what have we got? We can build a well, which we can provide water, and we can build a resource storage. We can also build a hunting lodge and food storage and a barn. So we are pretty much set, and even a workshop as well. Actually, we're pretty much set to get a village up and running. How are we doing on this? We've got 7 building, but we've only got 150 dynasty reps, so I don't think we'll be able to actually get anyone. One thing we can't do yet is get the woodshed. I could maybe do with a woodshed, but it seems to be getting a little lighter, so it's obviously getting into the next day. So I'm gonna start chopping down some logs and trying to gather some logs for our next set of buildings that we need, because we need a load of logs for it. I'm sure enough one fell down somewhere, but I can't seem to see it. No. Again, pick up broadleaf plantains while I can, because knowing me, I'm gonna get in trouble with like animals, because I am not very good at the hunting thing, especially with the spears. I'm alright with the bows, especially the crossbow. I am deadly with the crossbow when you get to that. But yeah, not the best when it comes to the spear throwing. So what I'm going to do is just dump a load of logs just outside the building here. Because we've only got, I think it's 50 storage, and logs are going to take up quite a bit. So all I need to do is just go to the inventory, get these 8 logs and just drop them on the floor, and they'll roll nicely that way. Ooh, we're a bit dirty. So you see this kind of stinky thing on the left hand side. What you can do is just go into the water, submerge yourself, and it will clean you right up. You can also build yourself a wash tub, which is still good, but you do need planks, so you need a wood cutting thing before you can even do that. I didn't know you could block. Still learning things. Yeah, so let's just pick up some of those logs. Yeah, why not? I'm keeping the stumps here for now because at the moment, I don't think I plan on building in this section. I may well have to expand into this area, but at the moment, it's no reason to completely deforest the area. I do like a bit of trees. I should be needing another axe soon, so need a stone sword in there. There we go. Let's make an axe. Because our axe is almost finished, and we're just doing a little bit of grinding for now. This is slow, oh my god. Could always do this kind of sideways walk where it seems to speed up a bit. Ah, we have another rabbit and a bird. A nice rabbit and a bird. Okay, so yeah, we've got a new rabbit trap to make, so let's make that. and that way around, open that way, and a bird trap. So birds we get meat and feather, and you get meat and fur, I think. So we can actually cook up a little bit of meat. There we go. Okay, so let's put the meat back in here. Put a load of sticks in here. Fur and feather. Feather's always useful because we are going to need those for arrows when the time comes. Okay, so we've got 2 lots of 8 there. Now we're going to have a few spruces by the looks of it to chop down. Which means we might have just a couple, like 6 or maybe 9. I don't know if we can carry 9. A lot of sounds going on behind. They definitely changed the tree falling sounds. Bump, bump, and bump, bump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Well, we can still actually run. Be a good time to come back here. Doesn't matter how many of these we have at this stage. XCF to drop those, and there we go. So we're going to need quite a few for the next few buildings that we're going to make. You know, the resource storage is going to take a lot. We have moose. Yeah, resource storage is going to take a lot to do. The food storage as well. And obviously we need a hunter. Because we can get our own wood and trees and all that, that's fine. But hunting is tough at this level. Which is probably why they expect you to build a hunting lodge straight away. And have one of the workers work in the hunting lodge rather than excavation. With trees and so on. So that's what we may have to do. But again, to get someone in, we need a house. What's that? I mean, opposite. That's 6, yeah. And for another house, we need even more wood. So, yeah, this may be a bit of a boring episode. Seriously? Already? What the hell? I'm not going to complain. Some more meat. Happily take it. Because we need quite a lot of meat to actually be filled up. Because we ate, was it 5 dried meat or was it 10 dried meat? And it barely filled us up. Well, at least we're getting a little bit. It'd be nice if we got a little bit more next time, you know. Be nice if we can come back to some more. But yeah. Yeah, anyway, it's fine. I wasn't 100% sure if the male moose would be aggressive with the horns and all that, but evidently not, which is nice. There we go. This is a maple one, so we've got 4 at a time, which is nice. I'm trying to kind of thin out the trees, but not deforest it completely. So like, you know, every other tree almost. I know I did deforest a little bit of it, but yeah, you gotta try sometimes just to not completely deforest an area. Oh, it's a rabbit. I mean, you hear that kind of rattle, my mind doesn't go to rabbit. My mind goes to snake. And yeah, I hated 7 Days to Die snakes. So yeah, snakes are not my favourite. So you hear a rattle like that, it's like do we have a spear on us? We do. Let's see if the rabbit was. Don't stop in the bushes. It's not going to stop, is it? No. You ran too far for me. Let's get our X back out, and we do want to target maple trees. As I mentioned in the first episode, that the 3 type of trees, maple gives 4, these silver birch give 2, and these spruce give 3. So I was encumbered after 8, so I wonder if I can just do 7. And we do have a building limit of 7, so what we could do is put down a house and actually see. Yeah, we could put down a house next to ours. We're dirty again already. Leave a little bit of space, but maybe. Yeah. Knock it back a little bit, because I do like to have a little bit of a path. We are going to have a door in the front this time. And we'll just have it as is, I think. So yeah. We probably shouldn't be building a house first, but hey ho. Might as well get it done. We do need to pop to Gustovia as well. So we can have a look at the people in Gustovia. Don't think there's a huge rush, but I'm just a little concerned that the ale might run out of date, which we definitely don't want. So we need to go and speak to Unigos before the end of the season. We've done the farming, which is all good. So we don't need to do anything for farming before the end of the season. We don't have any other quests that need to be done at the end of before the end of the season, because we didn't pick them up. Oh dear. Am I the only one who just gets scared, or the heart kind of misses a beat when the music just changes suddenly like that? I mean, there's no reason for that music change, but it just suddenly changed, and you're like, oh my god, what's happening? What's after me? Oh. It just needs to recover after that. I think we picked up enough of those to make it another building hammer. Could go through a few of those. Where is it? 2. There we go. We have picked up some logs now, so we are going to start putting a few logs in. I thought I picked up more sticks than that though. It's a shame. We didn't change. Oh well. Nope, here we run out of logs. We need more sticks. Is there no more sticks around here? No? Okay. Let's I think we put sticks in here, yeah, we did. Let's get the straw as well. Thought that was triggered again. We are a bit dirty and we do need a bit of water, so let's just have wander in here. I think we've got enough. Hay, not hay. That was weird. No idea what happened there. Yeah, straw. That's what I was trying to think of what the word was. Hay, right? No, straw. Completely wrong letter. But yeah, we should have enough straw to do the roof, which would be good. Probably enough to do another roof as well for small building, but it needs to be like the resource storage or what's it, the thingy hunting lodge. Yes, we're gonna definitely have this house done today, which is fine because we only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 logs, which we have 6, 8. Let's pick up an 8. Whoa. Boom. Now we can build a woodshed, which is perfect because now we have everything we need to make a nice little village. So we have a house, which means we can actually have someone living with us. And do we have enough to build something else? Was it extraction? Well, woodshed, no. Hunting lodge. We need 6 logs. So let's pick up a group of 6, and yeah, let's put the hunting lodge. Kind of want it up by. Ah, it spotted me. So this will be kind of farmland, I think. And people will have an area here, no, farmland there, by between the two lots of trees. Barn in the middle. Farmland this way. And then maybe this area can be industrial and the likes. So let's put the hunting lodge. Yeah. Hunting lodge. Kind of want it facing east. Because the farms are north, south, east, west, sort of orientated. So it'll be good to keep with that orientation. We're gonna have to go and get a load more logs. Because was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 logs. We might have enough actually. We might be able to build this one straight away, which then means we can actually go and get someone already. It would be amazing if we could actually get someone to join our village straight away. That'd be like the quickest I would have got someone. So I just needed a bit of a drink. My throat's getting a bit dry. No, not that. Here we go. Okay. We need some more sticks, annoyingly. Almost there with the sticks. So, what's that? 3 there. 7, 11. 11, 6. Hello, Moose. Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything with you. Ooh. New level in survival. So yeah, technology-wise, we can now do the woodshed, which is amazing. What's it? Survival. We could get the next level in survival knowledge. There we go. So we now get survival knowledge as quick as possible, which is good. What do we need? 13, yeah? Okay, just get a little bit more just in case I've miscounted, because that is bound to have happened. And then we'll pop down and get the not all the logs, because we won't be able to carry them all, but ooh, the traps are done again. Does that mean we need to do the bird trap? Yeah. Don't think I've got the stones, but I should be able to pick them up from around here. Might have to go and pick up some more sticks up there. What was it? Miscellaneous, and trap. And dump that there. We still have 24 sticks, so that's no, I didn't pick up this one. Got distracted. Let's go to 8. Maybe I should have gone on to 6, but oh well. So you can see how big I intend to kind of go. I do want this middle section to be like the farmland, because it's a nice open sort of space. This area beyond those trees can be like I don't know how to call it, industry almost. May not be quite industry, but I'm sure you get what I mean. Oh, I was doing the straw first rather than the log. I would have preferred the log first, but I mean, surely it makes sense to do the log first. But we need to go back and get the logs. I think for the person to do the hunter role, they will need a supply of stone knives. Obviously, annoyingly, we have been selling all the stone knives that we've been making. Do we have enough sticks still? Yeah, we've been selling the stone knives that we've been making for the farming stuff, which we've spent, you know, the money that we need to on the farming for now. Obviously, if we do want to farm again next season, which I think I can't remember what can be put in the summer. But if we do, then we need another load of 25. Here we go, so that's done. Yes, we've got the drying rack, so we can dry meat, if that helps. Yeah, so what was I saying? I can't for the life of me remember. What was I saying? Oh, bloody hell. Useless I am, aren't I? Okay, so, yeah. We need to go to Gustavia. Yeah, so, I remembered. Yeah, it was the farming. So we obviously need a new lot of fertilizer. And to get a new lot of fertilizer, we need some more money. And to get more money, we need to sell stuff, obviously. So, yeah, at the moment, Oh yeah, and also to get someone, not only do we need to get a a supply of knives for them to do their job, we need to supply them with wood and food to their house at this moment in time, because we don't have the resource or the food storage in place, which is fine at the moment, because we can do that. We can give them a bit of food and they will eat it. We haven't got a huge amount, as you can see, and at the moment we kind of need some for ourselves right now, so that's what I'm gonna eat. We do also need to have a little bit of a drink, and then we're gonna pop over to Gustovia and see what we can get from in terms of people. You know what? Let's do a little bit of. Oh, I thought that moose there. Thought that moose was a person. I was getting a little bit worried. Yeah, we took all the wood from there. Let's just chop down one of these trees here, because there's a couple next to each other. Let's go with this one. Turn this into firewood, and then we will put the firewood in the spare house. So just so we get that ready. And in terms of food, I mean, I haven't got a huge amount to give them, but we'll need to give them something. So I guess we give them the dried meat. That will have to do for now, until we get them bringing the money in a way. Yes, anyway, we're gonna make some more firewood. We will need to keep on top of the firewood, especially until we can get a resource storage built. And in all honesty, I don't see me being able to get the resource storage built for this episode. I think we're going to be able to go to Gustovia, get our first person. We've already made a bit of progress with I think we did did we do the farming? I think we did the farming. Oh, my memory is woeful. Yeah, but we've done a decent amount so far. 2 episodes in, at the end of spring. We have a hunting lodge, a couple of houses. We've got a couple of farms, one of them completely planted with anything that we should need. We've got a decent amount of food, which we should be getting come in at the in summer. So next day we should have cabbages. We should have beetroot, I think, unless beetroot takes 2. It may take 2. We could have onions as well. And I think we left carrots, didn't we? So it was just cabbage, beetroot and onion, which we've planted. I think that'll be enough to give food wise, especially if we get the hunter bringing in a load of meat as well, because we can just cook up the roasted meat ourselves. We could easily do that, especially with the quick cooking, or the quick stack crafting. Yeah, so let's have a chat with Unigos first, because we have this one person. Let's have a look at what Dobromir does. He's a negotiator, and he's the only person here. we may want to go elsewhere, because don't really want to get someone who's a diplomat sort of person. So yeah, anyway, Unigos. Hi, Unigos. You're looking at the proud house owner from the valley, and I'm back bearing beers. A talk, Phil. A talk. Ah, dear. A job well done indeed. All right, let me wet my throat with this amber goodness and start reminiscing. I knew Jordan for 22 years before he died. He was my best and truest friend, a brother actually. I remember the day we met, as if it was yesterday. This could be a long conversation, people. I am sorry if you get bored of my voice. I was 25 at the time, living in the big city of Jallenberg, where I was born. You could say I hated that place, but still it was the only home I ever knew. Maybe someday I'll tell you more about that. Anyway, I was forced to take care of my own, so I did. Doing the only thing I could do, stealing. You were a thief? I was, and a bloody good one if I may say so. Picking pockets was my bread and butter. I could steal a piece of steak right from your fork, and you wouldn't even notice. It wasn't greed that motivated me, just survival. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy the process. Stealing is still a crime, no matter the motivation. Rasimir, come on. You cannot talk. You stole a log from Unigos town here, Gostovia. Can't get all high and mighty, can you? Dear. I'd say you'll want to wait and hear a bit more before getting all high and mighty. Exactly. I'm sorry, go on. We had an annual festival in Jallenberg. It always brought a whole bunch of outsiders to town. You can imagine what that meant for a man in my profession. I could do a day's worth of work in a matter of minutes. I grabbed a few coins here and there, some jewellery, a pair of new boots, and then I saw a nobleman with a money bag strapped to his belt. It was basically begging to be set free. I sneaked behind him in the crowd, like I did 1,000 times before. Child's play. I gently grabbed the pouch, did a little shimmy magic, and there it was, sitting neatly in my palm. Just needed to turn around and disappear like always. And then, wham! What happened? I was punched in the face by what felt like a bull. I was so shocked, I didn't even realize what happened until I hit the ground. My head was pounding. I could barely see straight. And do you know what was the first thing I saw next? Another blow coming? Haha, no. A smile. A big, radiant smile on the face of a man with two different eyes. It was your Uncle Jordan, one I took for a nobleman. He stuck his hand out, helped me get up, and offered me a beer. Just like that. I don't get it. That's just how Jordan was. You see, your uncle was deadly clever. Smartest man I've ever known, hands down. He could see the world like nobody else, predict things. He was always at least a dozen steps ahead of anyone else. So, on a rare occasion that somebody surprised him, he was intrigued. And he wasn't expecting you. Indeed. Apparently, even despite my failure, I was still the one that came the closest to robbing him. And he liked that. So I'm guessing you accepted his invitation, right? I didn't really have a choice, did I? I was terrified of the guy at that moment. So we went. He took me to the most expensive and most crowded tavern in the whole town. Remember that it was the day of a festival. Even entering that place was next to impossible. He didn't seem to care though. Let's listen more. In the matter of seconds we were sitting at the table being serviced by two barmaids at the same time. It was surreal. In my mind, there was only one explanation. He owned the place. Did he? Not at all. It was his first time in Yellenberg. It all felt like a dream, to be honest, especially with me still being dazed after that punch. I was still sure he was a nobleman. His manners, his clothes, the way he talked and moved. And then he chugged a beer like it was a race, wiped the face with his sleeve, and burped like a drum. He went from the lord to a savage like that. I relived that moment a dozen times until I realized why he did that. It wasn't a mistake, oh no. No laziness, no moment of weakness. He wanted me to see it, to understand it. I didn't read what that he was full of crap. You see, Rasimir, your uncle was one of a kind. He was a true master of arms, and his weapon of choice was his confidence. What does that even mean? Imagine a closed door with two armed guards at its sides, and you want what's inside. What are your options? You can force your way in, you can bribe the guards, try to pick a lock, but Jordan, he just holds his head up high and walks right in and demands the door to be open. It all sounds made up. It surely does, huh? I and the pack were the only ones that have seen behind the scenes of Jordan's show. And even for us, it was unbelievable at times. Wait, the pack? Oh dear, Rasimir. There is so much more you still don't know. Our story hasn't even really begun. But it's getting late. It is Unigos. You've talked the afternoon away. Come on, you can't just leave me hanging like that. Alright, I'm going to tell you a bit more. After that beer we had a couple more. And some mead, if I remember correctly. We were talking about our past, our dreams, convictions. Started making some drunk and absurd plans. I thought we were joking, to be honest. The next thing I remember is waking up in silk sheets. I'm guessing they weren't yours, correct? Are you kidding? It was the first time I even touched fabric like that. The ceiling in the chamber was so high it could fit a giant. I thought I was dreaming. Then the servants walked in. I was ready to flee, but instead of fighting me, they presented me with breakfast. Really? How come? It was all Jordan's doing. I've never found out how he managed to pull it off. Whenever I asked, he just burst into laughter. Even years after, needless to say, I left Yellenberg with him on that day. The first time I went outside of the town's walls and never came back. That was the day the pack was born. 3 years later, there were 5. And 3 years later, there were 5 of us. A real team, a family. We called ourselves the Reminders. Oh, how I wish I could be there. It all sounds incredible. I've never had adventures like that, and probably never will. Easy, my boy. It wasn't all fun and lovely, but it's a tale for another time. It really did get late, and I'm sure you still have a lot of work to do. Come and find me tomorrow, and we'll talk some more. I'll do that. Thank you, Unigos, for everything. And we have some more reputation. Now, annoyingly, we do only have the one person here. And they are not exactly what I'm after. So what I'm going to do Let's extend this video a little bit, because all I was hoping was finish it there. Get the person from Gustovia. Hold on, so what is that? Ah, intoxication from the beer. I see, okay. I was wondering what that was. I've not seen that before. You see, I never use the beers that we pick up and all that. I just sell them, to be honest. They're worth more money than the drink, because you can always just drink for free from the lakes and the rivers and so on. Oh dear. So this is Borovo. I don't know. But we have two people here. We have Dobroya, which is a crafter, which is a bit useless at the moment, and Tibata, which is also oh, they had not very good choices. I mean, craft is alright, but only one in hunting, which is no real good for what we need. And Dobroya is also one in hunting. Oh, we're going back to Gustovia. Back to Gustovia, and what I'll do, I'll grab that guy. Because at least he was a 2 in the other stuff. He can always get better. But it was a 2 in the other stuff. I think was he a 3 in excavation? I know it was 3 in diplomacy. Maybe it was 2 for the other stuff. The best we've got a choice of, to be honest, right here. So yeah, let's grab hold of him. Before we do, let's just check we haven't got any food. No, we don't have any food in our inventory, which is good. Let's see if we can actually get hold of him. We can, perfect. There we go. We have our first person. And well, that'll be a lovely way to finish this episode. So let's just give him a home and a hunting lodging. And let's just sort out the hunting lodge. Oh, we didn't put any knives in the hunting lodge. We'll need to do that when we get back. But let's see, we want let's go 30 20 20 20. Okay, let's go 40 20 20 20. So he can pick up feathers already, but because he hasn't got any knives in there, and oh, we've got no water. We need a bucket. We need a bucket, and we need a workshop to make a bucket. Let's see if we can just nick one. I know you shouldn't nick, but you shouldn't steal. Anyone around? Don't think so. Let's give it a quick save, and boom. Yeah, no, nothing lost. Okay, yeah, there we go. So let's leave it there for now. It's been a productive episode. We've got a number of buildings done. We've got the house done. We've got the farms done and planted, all ready for harvesting in the next season. We have a hunting lodge, and we have our first inhabitant. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for episode 3. because that could be an interesting one. We may have to do a lot. So yeah, here we go. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.